friends, thanks for joining me. Today I'm working with these fabulous September kits, and as you can see they are so bright and cheerful. Beautiful icons in gorgeous colours, so what is not to love? And I'm taking part in this week's sketch challenge. You can see the sketch there, and you can enter too for a chance to win $25 to spend in the shop. So the main feature of the sketch this week is the circular photos, I think. So I've managed to cut out some circular photos, as you can see. And I think what I'm going to do is pretty well stick to the actual sketch shape and design. And I'm just laying down a little bit of colour behind my main photo, and most of that will be covered up. So I have used the shimmers, I can't remember the name of it, it's Inklings from the colour kit this month. I think that's called Bahama Mama. And I'm just going to pull out some ephemera from the main kit, which has got lots of, I love the ephemera in Hip Kit because you get words, you get design, like icons and elements. So it's a really good mix pack, which is really, really generous as well. So always plenty to use. But being as I have the embellishment kit, I'm going to make the most of the gorgeous flowers as well. I am a real sucker for flowers. I love them. So my photo is actually from a girls' weekend. My lovely friend Nicola celebrated her 50th earlier this year. And she, rather than having a party, treated us to a scrapbook weekend. Oh, what a good friend she is, eh? And we had such a laugh together. It was just one of the nicest, funniest, relaxed weekends. And we get to do some scrapping. So I'm just scrapping some of the photos that we took. And so this bright, colourful collection is absolutely perfect for our weekend. And I tend to use quite a lot of pastels, I guess, but so it's really nice to have these vibrant colours to work with. So I've just popped my photo onto foam tape, and I'm going to tuck those flowers around the photo. I had to adjust one of the flowers there because I think it interfered with my foam tape, so I've just cut that down. And then I'm going to layer some over the top. So I think when you are arranging your elements and flowers and so on, it's a really good idea to overlap and put some up on foam tape. So I think they just look more cohesive that way. So it takes a bit of fiddling around to get that as I like. And then I'm going with my favourite paper this month is that stripy paper. Oh, can we have like 10 of these, please? And I love this polka dot paper as well in the dark blue. Just love the way that pops together. And I don't know if you've caught my previous videos recently, but I am well into paper tearing at the moment. I just absolutely love it. So my apologies to keep going back to that because it's just my favourite thing at the moment. And as you can see, just look at all the texture that you get from a simple techniques such as paper tearing. So I am switching the sketch a little bit to suit my layout. So I'm just pulling those photos over to the right, as you can see, so they touch my border. I tried to follow the sketch as much as I could, but I think you've got to go with what works for you. And I just needed them to be grounded against that border. And that's probably just me, to be fair. I like things to touch the next thing. I need to break out my comfort zone, don't I? So I'm going to be embellishing again with more flowers, more ephemera, because we get so much, and I feel bad that I don't use as much, as much as possible. So, if you're going with your design, you can stretch those supplies because the things that are tucked underneath, you could cut in half and then move to another position around the photos. But truthfully, I haven't counted, but I would guess in the ephemera pack, you must get at least 70, 80 pieces at least, I'm guessing. And then some months we get so much more. That's a heck of a lot of ephemera, isn't it? So absolutely great value for money if you ask me for the kits. And of course they're all exclusive, so you can only get them from Hip Kit, which is, you know, I really like that idea. So I've used some of the chipboard stickers. I think that's from the embellishment kit. They're so cute. Look at that sloth that's hanging down. I can't wait to use him. I nearly used it on this one, but I think if I use it on my first one, then I end up regretting it by my third. So many things to choose from. Now, my apologies for the lighting, because I think it gets dark really early in the UK. So I've gone from daylight to having to put my overhead lights on. And I just wanted a bit more colour, because the title is, you know, so colourful. It's about lighting up your world. So I'm just going to add a bit more colour around my cluster there. Now, I know the girls on the team are superb at mixed media. I absolutely hold my hand up and say I am not. So I think it's because I like to keep control of things, and, you know, when it goes out of control and goes wrong, I kind of end up in tears. So I tend to use a big fat paintbrush that you can see there. So it's kind of a large round paintbrush, and then I'll paint on my watercolour. So that could be ink, it could be the shimmers, but I think I just have more control over where everything's going. As I say, what my problem has been in the past is I use some of the techniques and it just all seems to go horribly wrong on me. I don't know if you're like that, you might be experts. So I think one of the key things to do with the shimmers though is to let the layers dry, so you get those kind of overlapping layers and watercolour effect. So as you can see, I'm just hiding and protecting my photos and doing a few splatters. Everybody needs splatters, don't they? And I've done those in 2 colours. And again, I really wanted to control where they went on the page, so I tend to splatter and they just go everywhere, including my monitor, my camera stand. Yeah, my desk is absolutely covered. Yeah, and that mat used to be nude, didn't it? Now look at it, it's full of paint splatters. So I think that is almost done. Just going to add a few more puffy stickers here and there. And then there was an element on the sketch on the top left, and I've decided that's where my title's going to go, although I've got a title, no harm in having another. Oh, and I saw those dots on those puffy stickers. I think they're from the Pocket Life kit. So I'm going to add those around my photo and pretend they were there all along. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, so this title is from the main kit. Absolutely love this font and the colours. So Kim and Kimberly, can we have some more of these, please? It's absolutely been my favourite in any collection for so long. And just so easy to use. Look at that. It's just absolutely perfect in every way. Now, I decided that I needed a little bit more of something. So off camera, I had made these paper tassels. So I'm just going to show you how I made them. So I've just used some scissors that are actually for shredding, I think. I got these at a DIY store many years ago and they were just a couple of pounds. If you don't have these multi-blade scissors though, you could just use normal scissors. And all I've done is, as you can see there, created a fringe using the scissors. And then I'm just going to use some pencils and just really to try and get that roll, get them rolled together. So I've just used a pencil initially, then I've used a thinner paintbrush just to roll around it. And before I glue it together, I'm just going to add some twine so that I can hang that from my layout. So I do it as I'm rolling it in, so it's inside the tassel. And if that tassel is too long, you could just trim it with a pair of scissors. So, and that's the final layout. As you can see, it is so colourful and absolutely lovely because of this month's kit. September is just a joy, isn't it? So I absolutely love it. Now, don't forget, you can take part in the challenge this month. You have until the end of the month to enter, and you'll get a chance to win $25 to spend in the shop. All you need to do is upload your layout to the Facebook group. You'll find a pinned post, and yep, you'll get a chance to win too. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next video. Take care now. Bye bye.